It's time for news updates and you're with me, Charita Chalanga. Pope Leo XIV is reflected in the church as a construction site for a community to be built without haste, emphasizing the importance of peace, patience, humility, and faithfulness to God's plan. The Pope made the remarks during a mass celebration celebrating the dedication of the Basilica of St. John Ratellan, the Cathedral of Rome. Pope Leo XIV urged the faithful to dig deep within themselves and around them, laying solid foundations on Jesus Christ, the cornerstone of the church. The Pope described the church as a construction site where believers work together to build a community of faith, with Jesus Christ as the foundation. The Catholic Church reader emphasized the importance of patience and humility in building the church, rejecting the world's criteria of haste and immediate results. Second Vice President Dino Chihana has assured Malawians that government is working hard to deal with several economic challenges the country is facing, including shortage of foreign exchange, which has affected fuel supply and importation of other critical products such as medicine. Chihana made the remarks during a development rally at Borelo in Rumpi on Sunday. He has assured the people of Rumpi that government has already started purchasing means which will be provided to those in need. Paramount Chief Chikula Mayembe expressed optimism that the new government will prioritize the Rumpi-Nyukachitipa road to enhance trade and tourism between the two districts and the country at large. The World Bank has urged Malawi to safeguard vulnerable citizens as the government implements tough fiscal reforms aimed at stabilizing the economy. The call follows a visit to Malawi by the World Bank Vice President for Eastern and Southern Africa, Ndiamid Job, who met President Peter Mutharika and senior officials from the Ministry of Finance to discuss the country's development vision and strategies for partnership. In an interview, Diop noted that Malawi is grappling with high inflation and a shortage of foreign exchange challenges that are negatively affecting economic growth, exports, and private sector activity. He said the situation has also pushed up the cost of living, straining households across the country, and stressed the need for strong measures to address the crisis, but cautioned that such reforms may have negative effects on certain segments of society. Meanwhile, President Peter Mutharika has expressed gratitude to the World Bank for its continued support, particularly the recent $45 million United States assistance toward food security. He appealed for further collaboration in addressing what he described as the country's 4Fs: food, fuel, fertilizer, and foreign exchange. In sports, the 2025 FDH Bank Cup final between Silver Strikers and Mighty Wanderers, played yesterday at Bingu National Stadium in Lilongwe, has generated a total revenue of 112 million kwacha. The figure falls short of the record-breaking 216 million kwacha realized during the Airtel Top 8 final earlier this year, which also featured Silver Strikers against FCB Nyasa Bullets. Both teams have pocketed over 22 million each from the gate collections, while Silver Strikers, the central bankers, will further boost their coffers with the 45 million kwacha winners prize. And in other news, authorities in Tanzania have charged hundreds of people with treason over demonstrations around disputed polls last month, in a major escalation of political tension as the country rose from violence in which an unknown number of people were killed. In addition to dozens criminally charged in Dar es Salaam, dozens more face similar treason charges elsewhere in the East African nation, according to numerous charge sheets that became publicly available Saturday. Wanted suspects include Josephat Gwajima, an influential preacher who had his church deregistered earlier this year after he criticized the government over rights abuses. Police also issued arrest warrants for some of the top opposition officials who hadn't yet been jailed. And that's about what we had time for in this edition of News Updates after the hour of 10. You've been with me, Charity Chilanga. Good morning.